improvisation has to be one of my favorite things that has anything to do with acting at all. You get to be creative, you get to have fun, and you get to, be silly. And but there's a lot of improvisation going on at auditions these days. We're sent to an audition and we're told, well, actor will perform an activity at the actual audition. Well, you're going in for a software company, but you don't really know what you're going to do. So they put you there and you're supposed to sit down and act like you're at a computer, reading emails and answering phones and working or something. And it's kind of, well, how do I do all this? And it's all of a sudden, it's improvisation. There's that style too at auditions. Improvisation can also happen maybe if you're in a film audition and they want to kind of see your interaction with the other character, and they'll just put you up there and just have you go through a little improvisation. What is an improvisation? Well, an improvisation is acting without a script or acting without really knowing what you're going to be doing. You're given a certain situation right on the spot, and then you just go with it and act it out. And so there's a lot of improvisation games that you'll find in workshops that you'll take and some events and parties and stuff that you can go to. Heck, you can get your friends together and play these games and have a lot of fun and learn a lot too. There's some basic do's and don'ts of improvisation. One thing is you don't really want to deny. For example, if Amanda here was saying, Ron, you're awfully tall for the Jolly Green Giant, Ron can't say, I'm not the Jolly Green Giant. What are you talking about? He has to take it and use it, okay? No denying. Another thing that I like to stay away from in improvisation is negativity. It's so easy to go, you're so mean, I'm gonna beat you up, and it's so easy to go negative. It's so easy to go blue, if you know what I mean. And so what you want to do is you want to stay away from, I believe, negativity. And at least an excess amount of it. It's okay to tell somebody you're doing it wrong, but to just berate them the whole improvisations, that's no fun. You want to play, you want to have fun, and you want to interact with the other actor. No one person should have all the focus all the time. Improvisation's a give and it's a take, and it's a playful thing. So in improvisation, you want to be a good listener, you want to watch what's going on and react to it, and don't filter, don't plan your improvisation. Once you start planning, you're going to get stuck. And by the way, if you're in an improvisation and you do get stuck for any reason, my idea for you is to, when in doubt, move about. Like if you're given a situation where you're pizza makers and you're doing your improvisation and you're standing there and you don't know what to say or can't come up with anything, well, keep making the pizza. Something will come to you eventually. Just keep going. When in doubt, move about. You guys ready to play some games?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
let's do it.
We're going to show you a couple of improvisation games. This is Ron Osborne and Amanda Valley, two of my favorite people. And I'm really excited that they're here and going to show you some improvisation games. The first one we're going to do is called What Are You Doing? It's really simple. Amanda's going to ask Ron, what are you doing? And then Ron's going to say something, anything that anybody could do. And then Amanda's going to have to actually do what Ron said. So if Ron said he was flying a kite, Amanda would act like she's flying a kite, and she could speak and act it out and do her own scene there. And while she's doing that, Ron will then say,
what are you doing?
Right. And then Amanda will come up with something. While she's doing this, she'll say, I'm cooking eggs. But these guys are a lot more creative than I am, so I'm going to let them take it from here. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Hey, Ron, what are you doing?
Brushing my teeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I brush first.
And this usually happens when we first start this exercise. Again, Amanda asks the question. Ron says, brushing my teeth. Amanda brushes her teeth. She does whatever Ron says. Ron does whatever she says.
Got it.
Take two.
Hey, Ron, what are you doing?
Combing my dog.
Oh. Oh, yes.
Hey, Amanda, what are you doing?
I'm carding some wool. Ron, what are you doing?
I'm counting my money.
Oh.
Amanda, what are you doing?
I'm dealing blackjack. Ron, what are you doing?
I am detailing my brand new motorcycle.
Ooh.
Amanda, what are you doing?
I'm going to cut you right there. Now, Now you're doing the nice stuff. Now let's pick on each other a little bit. Let's make each other do a little something we'd rather not do. Whose turn is it?
I think I'm doing something right now.
Okay, make it fun.
Detailing a motorcycle.
Make it challenging. Here we go.
Amanda, what are you doing?
I'm making my very own personal claymation replica of Mr. Bill. Ron, what are you doing?
I'm scratching my butt and picking my nose. Amanda, what are you doing?
I am itching my brain.
And now Ron's got the idea, Amanda, now you can get him next time. Really well done. Great job, guys. Just for visualization, let's switch places. And this next exercise is called the alphabet game. Now, the alphabet game's a challenging one. You have to know the alphabet, first of all. And what happens is I'm going to give these guys a certain situation of who they are, where they are, and what they're doing. Basic improvisation ideas you take to start. And once we get those ideas, we're going to give them a letter of the alphabet to start on. Say it's N. Well, say Amanda speaks first. The first word that comes out of her mouth has to begin with N. Now, she can talk a sentence or two after that, but the first thing that comes out has to begin with N. The next letter of the alphabet is
O.
Nice try, Ron.
O.
Is
O. Yes.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay. Is O. So Ron would his sentence would start his first word with the letter O. And then Amanda P, Ron Q, and go through the whole alphabet like that, acting out the scene. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Great.
All right, let's see. How's about you're a boxing trainer and you're a boxer getting ready for the big fight. The letter is F.
Fight time's tonight, so you gotta be ready, Rockette.
God knows I'm going to be out there kicking some major booty.
Hey. The fight hasn't happened yet. Save it. Save a little bit for the fight.
I know. I just get so excited. I just can't wait to get out there and murder them.
Just save it, I tell you. You gotta be ready for this kid. He's quick, he's short, he's fat. He's gonna be tough to go. He's like a ball, he'll roll.
Okay.
Look. Take it easy a second. Let's get you some Gatorade or something. You gotta keep you mellow for this fight, all right? Keep you mellow.
Maybe it's time I should just break training for a little while. Just forget about it.
No. It's so close. The fight is next month.
Okay.
Perhaps, though, a beverage after training might be something nice. We could wear dress clothes together and go and have dinner. Perhaps, I don't know.
Quite an idea you have there.
Okay, cut. Great job, guys. Great job. Now, that one's called the alphabet game. Of course, you'd go through the entire rest of the alphabet to Z and then back up to N to finish that one off. But time restraints, we'll move on. Want to move on? Do something else?
Move on.
The question.
Ron was giving me a great shoulder rub.
Oh,
But
I interrupted it.
all right. We'll move on.
Next one we're going to play is called the question game. Now, you can only speak a question when you first start speaking. So if I was to say, and we give them the who, the what, and the where, and they would begin speaking questions. We could only address each other with a question. And it's a challenging one. You are allowed to say a little something after your question, but it's got to start with a question. Now, you two are plumbers at Disneyland, and you just met for the first time. Go.
Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
Cut. What did she start with? Wait a minute, not a question. Try again.
Oh, so what are you doing here at the end? Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. What number plunge are you using there?
Isn't this the right one?
It looks good to me, but
Nope.
there's so many different ones.
Not a question. Start
There's
with a
not
question.
a comma in there? Can I have a comma? All right.
Wait. So Ron, you'll give her that line again, which was
Isn't this the right one?
right.
Okay, all
Now
right.
you have to speak in a question and not
Okay.
say look first.
Isn't this the right one?
What do you mean, is that the right one?
Is this the one that Mickey wanted us to use on his toilet?
Mickey?
I think it might. Oh, see, I'm doing it.
And now you can see how challenging these improvisation games are.
Very hard.
You know, so what I would recommend in a situation like that, when you're having a little bit of difficulty, when in doubt,
Move about.
start doing your plumbing. And I think that's why when Ron started doing this, he came up with the, am I using the right thing
Yeah,
here?
that was good,
Okay.
too, yeah.
So if you find yourself like, eek, cook, cook, and just move about and do some plumbing, something will come to you.
All right.
You want to try a little bit more of this?
Yes.
All right.
Do you need some help with that?
Whose idea was it to put the stuff in the churros anyway?
I have no idea who decided.
Cut! And yes, the challenge of improv. And now you know why you guys need to practice. Now the next one we want to do is one of my personal favorites. It's called foreign film. And you know in foreign films they usually have subtitles or they usually have the words dubbed in for the actor. But we're going to do it a little differently, see? We're going to actually have the person speaking English. However, Amanda, who will be our star today, and she will play the president, the new president of the United States of America, addressing the nation. Yes, thank you, congratulations. And Ron is going to be her voice. So you'll see how this has to happen. Amanda has to be listening to Ron and what's going on with his voice and what he's speaking for her, and Ron has to watch Amanda's movements and make his voice work together with that. This is a great exercise to really focus in and work together with each other, listening, reacting, okay? Foreign film. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the President of the United States of America.
Excuse me. My fellow Americans, it is my honor to be here today in front of you. And is that a bug? Get that bug out of here. I'm sorry. We are gathered here on a historic moment. I, the strongest, most powerful woman in the universe, has finally taken her rightful place as leader of the United States. And you people, all of you, you and you and you are going to... Wait. That was wrong speech. My fellow Americans, just kidding. Oh, this is why you elected me. I'm funny.
And cut. Excellent job, guys. We actually have two more to do for you. The next one's called props. And props is where you pick up just any old item, and this being a basket, and you create an improvisation around this object. And the rule in this game, props, or what is it, sometimes called props, or what is it, you can use this as anything but a basket or carrying device, okay? So, for example, if I was to use this, I mean, it could be a hat, sure, but it can't be a basket. And there's several items here, and we're going to do the first phase of this, props, where one person will pick up an item, act out a situation, and it just takes a few seconds, and then the next person will go. Go.
Okay, these fries are really hot because I just pulled it right out of the grease. Go ahead and have one now. My hand hurts bad.
I bet it does.
It's really
Is
painful.
mine gonna hurt bad?
No,
Sure.
it's...
Hot.
Now Amanda's turn. New scene, different object.
I've been peeling these apples all day, Everett. They're not gonna make pies themselves.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers how to make pies.
I hope so, because my hands are about to fall off. My rheumatoid arthritis is acting up again.
Excellent cut. Put that one down, Ron.
I said a one for mine, I said a two for show. I said a three to get ready, go cats go and go shoot. A little my blue suede shoe.
Excellent. Amanda. New object. Oh, different object. Same object.
I will not perform unless the other shoulder pad is found.
Where are her other shoulder pads? Somebody find the shoulder pads. I'm so sorry, don't
My
worry. We're
dress,
gonna get it.
I hope so, because this dress made of lettuce will not hang correctly without the other one.
I've got an idea. You match.
And cut. Very good. And that one's called props, guys. And the last one I want to do for you is called gibberish. What is gibberish? Well, it's kind of mumble jumble, it's speaking but not making any real words. And in gibberish, if you're going to play someone from a foreign country, like say France, then you don't speak actual French. You do French gibberish, like you know, and so you make it up. No real words. You're going to make up these words. Now, we're going to set this up as this. Ron has his own daytime show. It's a talk show. And he's got a guest today. And so his guest doesn't speak English. But we're going to let Ron tell you all about that in 5, 4... Welcome to the Ron Show!
Thanks very much. Welcome to the Ron Show. We have a very special guest for today. We have Madame Jeanette Tourette, all the way from France, and she's going to talk to us about... Oh, I can't translate that one. She's the inventor of Tourette's disease, which is actually very rampant across the country. So, Jeanette, she says it is her pleasure to be here in America. Oh, darn it, I hate this place! But you are so beautiful of people. So we will take questions from the audience. So someone has a question for Madame Tourette.
Yes, I got a question. How does she like living in America?
A lot.
Yes, I have a question.
Another question.
What's her favorite reality show?
She says that she likes Jersey Shore, but those crazy housewives throwing the table reminds her of her mom back in France. Ah, darn it!
And wrap up your show, Ron.
Anyhow, we got time for one more question from Andrew. Actually, we're almost out of time, so we're going to have one last word. She wanted to know when her check would be mailed to her from doing this show. Ah, darn it, I hate this place. And thank you for having me. Well, good night, everybody.
Great job, guys. As you can see, improvisation is a lot of fun, isn't it? And have you guys ever found yourselves doing any improvisation at an actual audition?
Yes, frequently.
Can you give us an example, maybe, of something recent?
A lot of it has space work to do. Pretending to be in a car has been one that I've done recently. Pretending to close the back of a car, specifically. Getting in a car to talk to somebody. It's very challenging.
Yeah. How about you, Ron?
I recently did one where, because a lot of times they just give you a little piece you have to memorize, a part of a script. So I always kind of think what would happen afterwards, because sometimes they don't say cut right away. So I had a line, they had a line, then that was the end, but there was no cut. So then I had something else prepared that I thought would be funny. And
he improvised the post scene. Is basically what you did. Excellent. You know, improvisation, you'll come across it out in the acting world. You'll find it in theater classes, acting workshops, seminars. You'll find them in auditions quite frequently. And get out and watch some improvisation shows. There's some on television right now, but get out and go to live improvisation. You'll get a lot of really great ideas, and you'll have a lot of fun. Be ready for improvisation.